Welcome back to Wall Again, where passion meets music. So 2 weeks ago, I was sitting here in my music room, I was watching the Glastonbury Festival unfold on the BBC, and I have to say, a lot of the acts were very middle of the road, very mediocre. But then this one band came out, and their lead singer came to the front of the stage. The band assembled in behind her, she was in a striking pose, and then they proceeded to absolutely crush it. They played through some absolutely brilliant high energy rock songs, and to be honest, I was absolutely blown away. This band is called Wet Leg, and that singer is called Rian Teasdale, and I think they are one of the best acts out there at the moment. They recently just released their latest album. It's their second album on Friday the 11th of July, and I'm going to give a review of that album. So a little bit of background on the band. They were formed in 2019 when Hester Chambers and Rian Teasdale met up. Two young ladies from the Isle of Wight. They were studying in music school together, decided to start a band. They released their debut album in 2022, and then they decided to tour, form a band together. But then they got so close with that band, it was a backing band of a bass player, a guitar player and a drummer, they decided to actually make those members part of the band, and that's what this release is, essentially the first album of that lineup of the band. So yeah, I have to say I've been really impressed with this album and been listening to it all weekend since it dropped last Friday. The album name is Moisturizer and the band is Wet Leg, just in case you missed that. So yeah, absolutely brilliant. Produced by Dan Carey, who's worked with the likes of Fontaine's DC and a lot of other contemporary modern acts. But yeah, this album absolutely blew me away. The production is fantastic on it, but also the songwriting and drums and guitars. What more do you want? When you're listening to rock music, you really want to hear your drums and your guitars, and this album is absolutely layered with them. So it starts off very strong in my opinion. 3 tracks that absolutely knock it out of the park: CPR, Liquid Eyes, and then my favourite from the album, Catch These Vists. And these songs, they're high energy, they're kind of indie, post-punk kind of pop, but I have to say it really works. It is a breath of fresh air from everything else that's out there these days, and I think this band are going to good things. Then we have 2 songs, Davina McCall, Jennifer's Body, which are okay, they're quite good. For me, the album takes a little bit of a dip, but then it comes back strong with the likes of Pillow Talk and Don't Sleep. So I have to say I've been impressed with the album so far. Their debut album actually got to #1 in the UK, and this album, their second album, looks like it's going to achieve the same feat. All the signs are that it's selling very well since it was released on Friday, and it's streaming very well. So all the pointers are that this album is going to reach #1 again, and it's actually getting to #1 ahead of people like Oasis, and I believe Justin Bieber has a new album, but this one is selling better from Wet Leg. So yeah, go check them out, guys. A really, really good band. I think they were brilliant at Glastonbury. They're actually playing a couple of dates in Ireland throughout the rest of the year, and they're on a world tour as well. So hopefully I'm going to be able to catch them on one of the dates in Ireland. But yeah, I'd give this album 7 out of 10. I think there are some low points on it, but overall I think it's a fresh new sound. I think Rian Teasdale is a fantastic front woman. She kind of reminds me of David Bowie. In that sort of a style, very quirky, very unusual, and I think it's really good for like the alternative scene, the alternative rock, alternative music scene, to have a band like Wet Leg up there. So guys, go check out the album Moisturizer by Wet Leg. Let me know in the comments if you have listened to the album, what you think of it, and if you could also hit the like on this video and hit subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it, and I will talk to you on the next one. Bye for now.